What do you do when your life feels small, your circumstances feel unfair, and your relationships feel strained? Today's verse doesn't start with advice or hype. It starts with identity, love, and Christ, because real change begins at the heart. Paul, a prisoner of Christ Jesus, and Timothy our brother, to Philemon, our beloved fellow worker. Take a moment and let those words settle. Paul introduces himself not as an impressive leader or a successful influencer, but as a prisoner of Christ Jesus. He is writing from a place of restriction, pressure, and uncertainty. Yet his title is not troubled man or victim. It is a prisoner of Christ Jesus. That means his chains, his fear, his limitations, none of it is disconnected from God. Even in confinement, he belongs to Christ. Even in weakness, he is not outside God's purpose. And then notice how Paul brings Timothy alongside him as our brother. Not a distant assistant, not a hired hand, but a brother. In other words, the mission is not built on distance, it's built on family. You can almost feel that warmth in the letter before any instruction ever arrives. Finally, Paul speaks to Philemon as our beloved fellow worker. That phrase is powerful. Philemon is someone with a job to do, a place in ministry, a role that matters. But Paul doesn't call him only useful. He calls him beloved. God's people are never just tools in the work. They are loved by name. They are valued beyond what they can produce. Now let's bring it home. Have you ever felt like God only shows up when you're strong, successful, or comfortable? Paul's opening challenges that. When he says he is a prisoner of Christ Jesus, he's telling you that Christ can be present even when life feels restricted. You might be imprisoned by illness, by a bad season, by finances, by anxiety, or by a relationship that will not move forward. The Christian response is not denial. It's belonging. And have you ever dealt with someone who is hurt, busy, or difficult? Paul's wording gives us a different lens. Don't reduce people to their performance. Fellow workers are beloved. Brothers belong together. Whether you're serving at church, caring for family, or working beside someone who feels far away, love should shape how we address one another. So today, ask yourself, who is Christ to me right now, especially in my most constrained moment? And will I speak to people the way Paul did? As brothers, as beloved, as fellow workers under God? If you're carrying heaviness, bring it to Jesus again. If you're holding distance in a relationship, pray for love to guide your words today.